Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today we are talking about Mary, a new movie out on Netflix right now. And in Mary, it retells the biblical story of the Virgin Mary. More specifically, her birth, her conception, towards the birth of Jesus Christ. And the film chronicles these events and the drama that unfolded, including some tragedies, after she became pregnant while still being a virgin. Okay, so to get things started, first and foremost, what I liked about the movie. I really enjoyed the overall narrative of the film. Like I said, the film chronicles the events of the Virgin Mary. And also, the whole drama, the whole situation that unfolded after she became pregnant with, who would eventually be known as Jesus Christ. There's a lot of stuff that occurred that, I would not be surprised if it's completely accurate to what actually happened. Not only that, but while this King Herod guy, is after her after he hears something about, there being a Messiah about to be born, she is also dealing with, Lucifer showing up, corrupting people, including people she cared about, into going after Mary because she's supposed to be a virgin, and here she is, she's pregnant, and yet she is still a virgin. So all this drama going on, keeps things tense, keeps things, suspenseful, and even though you know how this is going to end, because come on, we all know how this is going to end, you are very concerned for Mary, and also her husband, Joseph. And this is another thing I need to talk about, the characters. The three most important characters in this film are Mary, Joseph, and King Herod. Mary and Joseph, when it comes to the relationship between these two, like, holy crap, it is far better than something you'd see in, like, a Hallmark movie or, a Twilight film. No, the romantic bond between these two is actually pretty entertaining. And these characters, they are written pretty well. Mary, yes, she's a strong woman, but she's also very emotional, and there comes a point where you realize why, in this film, God chose her to birth the Messiah. Because any weaker woman would have given in to all the temptations to just end the pregnancy and stuff like that. He chose her because she was strong enough to carry through and bring forth the Messiah, bring forth the Savior. And Joseph, he comes across as a little bit of a dork, a lovable dork. However, he's not weak either. Very similarly with Mary, you get the sense that God chose him to be her husband, to protect her, because, there was no one else strong enough to handle this. He does some really heroic actions in the film. And King Herod, well, he's an a-hole. King Herod, he doesn't come across as like this archetypal, stereotypical villain or anything like that. He comes across as, a man who's not to be messed with. Yes, he's also a bit of a psycho. However, when the movie starts, you immediately see the type of person he was: cold and calculating. And also, he just will not take no for an answer. When it comes to the three actors portraying them, they're all really good. Easily Anthony Hopkins as, King Herod. He's the standout. Like, he does the best performance in the entire film. However, all three of them do a really good job and I commend them entirely for it. And the cinematography in this film is just gorgeous. This film was directed by DJ Caruso, and recently he's been really getting into the whole let's make my movies visually just stunning to look at and stuff. And the film just has this gorgeous cinematography to it. You know, just looking at the opening shot of the film, and it's just like, whoa, this movie looks great. On top of that, the overall execution and tone for the film, top notch. The film, you know, it does feel as long as it is. However, it's very much earned. It's not too slow. It's not too fast either. And the tone's very much the same. It's not too dark. It's not too light. It's very evened out. It gets dark with some of the tragedies that occur, like the massacre of innocents. However, it's also very light when, you know, good things happen, like the Star of Bethlehem and the birth of Jesus. Now, in terms of problems with the film, the only, major issue I had with the movie is, you know, yes, the storytelling's great. They got terrific actors for it. However, it definitely felt like they cut corners with, the costumes and the special effects. Because the special effects, while they're not horrible, you do notice them. Again, to give credit where credit's due, far from the worst effects I've seen this year. Far from it. However, some of the other stuff, like the costume design, it just doesn't match the quality of everything else in the movie. It felt more standard for, these type of films, rather than just biblically epic costume work and stuff like that. Definitely felt like they cut corners in that area. However, it's kind of the only real issue I have with the film. Other than that, though, everything else very much in some way, shape, or form matches the biblical epicness of the story. Storytelling's great. The actors, they all are pretty good. Especially Anthony Hopkins, who's just a titan in this film. Characters are good. The cinematography, it's a very beautiful looking movie. They did cut some corners with the effects and costume design. However, really, really loved this film, and it's definitely a near perfect telling of the Virgin Mary. I highly recommend this film. It's on Netflix. I know they have their issues, however, this is not one of them. I am going to give Mary a 9. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Brodetsky will return.